above your head.
Well, all right then.
Yeah.
Oh.
Oh.
Okay.
So we're doing,
Hi, ladies and gentlemen. Hi, how are you?
Good.
Who are you?
Mr. Tom.
Mr. Tom?
Van Comics.
Oh, nice. I'm Comic Crack. How's it going?
Good.
Good.
Got a package here.
Yeah, we got a package from La Rasa today. Or not today, we got it the other day. But today is the sort of unboxing. Dad kind of cheated. I looked already.
Yeah.
But Mr. Tom hasn't seen it yet. So I'll just explain. If you know Comic Crack channel, then you've seen many times done hangouts with La Rasa in the past. We haven't done one actually for a few months. And we've traded a number of times already, traded some comics. I saw her drawing of Frankenstein, I believe it was, for Captain Strangelove. And he was talking about how they came to an agreement. He sent her some comics and da-da-da, and they worked out this kind of deal for some original art, and I thought that would be a fantastic thing to have for our room down here, for our corner of the basement. So I got in touch with her, and it took a little bit of time, but we finally worked something out, and I sent her some stuff in the mail, which I don't know when it's going to get there. I was surprised how quick this showed up, actually. But that was the deal. So there's a drawing in here, and then she was kind enough to send some comics to both me, but a lot for Mr. Tom over here.
Yeah.
So why don't you start having a look through it?
Well, first here is a note.
There, yeah, maybe, hold on, let's see before we... So she says, I hope you have a very pleased face right now and you're enjoying the drawing, which I did have an extremely pleased face, no doubt. Wait until you see it. Otherwise, Houston, we have a problem, is what she said. Also included a couple of books. I don't want to read what she's put in there. A couple of comics for Mr. Tom, which I hope you don't mind. We never mind free comics, do we?
No.
We love free comics.
Yeah.
She says that she had a lot of fun doing the drawing, and I don't want to spoil anything else that she said in there, because you'll see eventually.
Yeah.
So that first one was for me.
Okay.
Actually, those first two. Actually, we'll save those till last. So why don't you do yours? We'll save the big reveal for the end.
Okay. So here we've got
Take this out of the way.
a big package with bubble wrap all over it. I haven't seen any of it.
And you can turn it over. Oh, is it stuck? Yeah, there you go. I have bags. Whoa, sweet. Maybe you want to take it out of the bag just so you can see the.
Just 1 second.
See it without the tape on the front. Yeah, she did a good job of packing everything. It's always a thing in the comic book world on YouTube of packaging comics.
Here is an early,
It says up there.
number 243 of the Fantastic Four, which looks amazing.
And who's that on the front?
Galactus,
Yeah.
which looks amazing.
Yeah, Galactus and Doctor Strange is in there too.
Oh,
and Thor and Captain America
and Iron Man.
and the Fantastic Four. That's awesome. Oh yeah, and Iron Man.
I think it's also the Avengers with it because you see so many.
Cool, that's super cool.
Yeah. Here, I'll just show you a little bit inside.
That looks spectacular. That'll be a fun one to read.
Mm-hmm. I'm excited to read this one.
Cool.
Yeah. Here we have a Marvel Tales.
You can keep them in. Don't take all of them out. Yeah.
A Marvel Tales starring Spider-Man and the Punisher. Which looks like it can be good. Yeah.
Cool.
And Another Marvel Tales. What number was that one?
217.
With this being 215.
Yeah, that's right.
Within the same series. Another one for.
Hold on. There you go.
Another one.
Uh-huh.
Number 212.
With the Punisher, sweet. Spider-Man and the Punisher. Here, you gotta get it on camera there.
Oh. And
yeah, there you go.
this one, Marvel Tales, starring Spider-Man, number 131. This is an early one.
Yeah, we haven't read Spider-Man for a long time, have we? There was a while there we were reading.
Yeah.
Was it Amazing Spider-Man? That was what we were reading, right?
Yeah, we had a lot. We
Yeah.
got a big box of them, and we just never finished them.
Yeah, most of them are Uncle Dan's.
Yeah. Another Marvel Tales number 113.
Uh-huh.
Which looks awesome. It's got Green Goblin in it.
Sweet, yeah.
And
Cool.
Marvel Tales number 101. Starring Spider-Man, which looks amazing too. I'm excited to read all of
Spider-Man,
these.
the mark of the man-wolf. Jameson, that thing, what is it? It's my son. Cool, that looks awesome.
Mm-hmm.
Those are going to be fun. We have a few Marvel Tales already that we've never actually read. And I'm pretty sure we don't have any of these.
Oh no.
But yeah, we should get all those out and make that a new series to read. Cool. What do you think?
Those are awesome.
They are pretty great. That's awesome. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
All right. And then I was lucky enough. I see this every once in a while. I see it, but it's usually fairly pricey the few times that I've seen it, and I've just never picked it up. This is Frank Miller and Jeff Darrow, Hard Boiled number 1. Like a magazine sized. It's great. I mean, I've never read the series, but I know about it and I've flipped through it a few times. I'm excited to read it. The detail in this is just outstanding. I mean, it's Jeff Darrow, so it's incredible. That's super cool. And then last but not least...
That is awesome.
Yeah, it's pretty good, eh? So when we were talking about what to draw, for me it was pretty much a no-brainer of what I wanted. I'm super excited for this movie. I really like the character. I'm getting closer to completing more of this character's run, and I'm starting to get Strange Tales now as well. It is, let's see, I have my phone set up in the background there. I think that's no glare on it, or maybe that way. Try that. So there you go. It's Eternity and Doctor Strange. I'll kind of move it around. Hopefully we catch some good light. That looks like something there. And it's spectacular. So as soon as we were talking, there was no choice in my head whatsoever. I knew I wanted her to do a Doctor Strange for me. And I love it. It's so great. And it's Eternity as well. She was asking me about, when we were talking about it, she was asking about if I wanted it in color, is there any specific character I wanted, or is there any specific pose? And I just told her I wanted her to just do whatever she felt. So black and white or color, whichever character she wanted, whichever pose, a close-up, a full body shot, whatever you want. So there we go. It's super, super sweet. I think I still have a frame. Wonder if it'll fit in that size frame. I think so. I've got a frame up on the wall. I found a couple at Valley Village a couple of months ago. And I think this will be the perfect size. I think it'll work really well. I'm gonna have to find I have a spot over here for it, but I kind of want to put it on this wall, so there might be some rearranging to do. But there you go. That's amazing. Doctor Strange for us.
Yeah, it looks
signed by Lah Rasa,
awesome.
2016. It does look pretty great, hey?
Mm-hmm.
That's pretty sweet. I love the Eternity is wicked. Yeah, I'm so excited for the movie. I can't, I almost can't contain myself. I can't wait for it to come out. I think it's November, right? Is that when it comes out?
Yes.
Yeah.
I think.
What did we see? What did we see last weekend
We went
while
to
we're here
see,
talking about movies?
we went to see Civil War last weekend.
Yeah.
It was awesome. I really liked it.
Yeah, you really liked it, eh? Yeah.
Mhm.
What did you like about it the most?
Getting to see Black Panther and Spider-Man in it.
Yeah, that was pretty great. We won't do many spoilers in this video, but was it as good as you thought it was going to be, or?
Yeah.
Yeah, hey? Cool. Mm-hmm. So does it get you excited for all the other movies that are going to come out?
Well, I'm always excited for the other movies.
Yeah, it's true. Yeah, we both are pretty excited for them. I liked it. I didn't like it as much as I thought that I would. Based on the trailer, I thought I would like it a lot more. There were some really good bits in it, like we were talking about it afterwards. With the first Captain America movie, I enjoyed it. I was surprised at how much I enjoyed it. When Winter Soldier came out, I was amazed with that movie. I think that's kind of a really high watermark for me as far as any Marvel movie goes. Part of what I loved about the second movie was the way they tackled the fight scenes. I think they really nailed his kind of acrobatic fighting style, this acrobatic kind of fighting style that really worked. One of the shots I remember is the wide shot of the ship and him running down the ship's dock.
Oh yeah.
And just, I think it was in that one where he jumped and kicked through a door or something, and the fight in the elevator, of course, is spectacular. All those kind of things. So watching this third one, the way it started off the fights at the beginning of the movie, I really didn't like. They were shot so close. It was so fast, and this handheld camera was so shaky that I found it, honestly, and I've never really experienced this before, I found it a little nauseating. It made me a little nauseous for a little bit. Thankfully, that particular fighting style didn't last throughout the movie, but I didn't think this movie nailed the fights as well as the second one did. I think they kind of dropped down a little bit, and I know it's a different director for the second one, I think, or for the third one than it was for the second one, I think. I kind of hope they find that again, because let's be honest, I mean, these kind of movies are about the action and about the fights, especially if you're going to have superheroes fighting. That said, there was some really great fights.
Oh, yes.
Like the main battle near the end was spectacular. And if you've seen the trailer, which I'm sure everybody has, the fight between Captain America and Bucky versus Iron Man was great. And I mean, I absolutely love that one shot that's kind of behind Iron Man's back, and we're looking at that concrete, like the concrete pillars, and they're on either side of him and they're fighting. I love that shot. That could have been the shot for that fight. And I find that that's something that they don't often do. Maybe it's my love of martial arts movies growing up and things like that, but I wish they would hold on more shots a little longer instead of feeling the need to kind of cut back and forth and cut all around it. Like, choreograph some fight scenes and just hold on it. And in that same vein, as I totally hijacked this video, in that same vein, I thought Scarlett Johansson's stunt woman, unbelievable. If this was my own channel, I'd have more to add to that. Probably a couple of curse words, because it's unbelievable. She did such a great job. That was as shaky and jumpy as it was at the beginning of the movie. The fight scenes with did I say Scarlett Witch? I meant to say Black Widow. Did I say Black Widow?
You said her real name.
Oh, Scarlett Johansson.
Yeah.
So Black Widow. Sorry. It's a great piece of that character. I'm a big fan of Scarlett Johansson anyway, as Black Widow or anything, but I thought those were spectacular. Everybody knows my deal with long movies by this point. 89 minutes was a great number. I loved 89-minute movies. 2 hours and 45 minutes is just too long. There were some slow parts. There were some parts that were clearly just kind of an advertisement for other movies. And again, that's fine with me. I do understand that this is part of a company, and it's all of that to do with it's there to make some money and to make sure you come back for more. But I think it's one of those things that, while I did enjoy seeing it, it does feel a little manipulative, you know what I mean? Yeah. And then the final thing I'm going to say, the final thing I swear, it's hard, with a movie like this, it's really hard for me to keep the movie in a bubble. I do follow the news. I do listen to what's going on in the world. I try to keep up. It's really difficult to. I try to keep up on current events and things that are going on. I'm not always successful because who can do that? You'd have to spend 24 hours a day, I think, following news to really be up to date on what's going on. I can't put these movies in a bubble, so I can't just look at it this as a superhero movie when they want to talk and touch on topics like Captain America going around the world and just feeling like he should be able to do whatever he wants whenever he wants to chase down evil regardless of the consequences. I found it really disturbing, and I still kind of do, because I don't like that idea, especially that it's not cut and dry of who you're supposed to root for in this movie. It's not necessarily you have to root for Captain America because it's a Captain America movie. But at the end of the day, I didn't like Captain America's angle on it, and I didn't really like Iron Man's angle on it. They both kind of sucked, so for me it was a superhero movie where I wasn't rooting for any of the superheroes. I just wanted to see them beat the hell out of each other. One of the most impressive characters, I thought, was Black Panther. I really liked his end. I liked the end of that story where he said to the guy that I don't want to let revenge eat up my whole life or become my whole life, or whatever it was he said. I thought that was really good. It wasn't enough to kind of erase everything else for me, though, because it's really difficult. Yeah, I mean, I part of me understands bringing superheroes into the real world. I completely get that, and I completely get that sometimes you get some really great stories out of it if you kind of base them in reality a little bit. This specific one, though, just didn't work for me in that context. Was that something that was on my mind the entire movie? Absolutely not. I enjoyed most of the movie, but it did get in there and did cause me to go, kind of groan a few times with, give me a break, you know what I mean? It's a little much. So Marvel, because I know that you're watching our channel, right? Marvel and Disney, they're all watching. Ease off a little bit. Don't be so heavy-handed. Just ease off. It's a superhero movie. I just want to see guys with superhero powers beat the hell out of each other. Really? You know what I mean? Like, that's really what I want to go for. It's like going to see a Godzilla movie. I understand that the origins of Godzilla are based on, like, nuclear disasters, but I just want to see a giant dinosaur destroy buildings and have people running away in terror, and then by the end of the movie say something like, Godzilla is all of us. That's all I want to see. That's all I ask for out of these movies. I don't ask much. Just blow a bunch of stuff up and beat the tar out of each other. So that's that. What else do you have to say? Anything else about that movie now that I've taken over?
No.
No? Okay. Clearly, yeah. Anyway, there it is. Doctor Strange. I can't wait. It was great to see. We saw the Doctor Strange trailer for Captain America movie. We saw the Rogue One trailer, right? And we saw X-Men. We saw Through the Looking Glass trailer. That's right. Didn't we see Apocalypse? X-Men Apocalypse as well? Yeah, those were the 4 trailers, I think. It was great to see them on the big screen. X-Men opens this weekend, actually, coming up. So we're filming this on Monday. It's a holiday Monday. So X-Men opens on Friday here in Winnipeg. I'm sure I'm assuming that's North America release date. I hope that one's going to be fun. I've actually really enjoyed the last few X-Men movies that we watched together quite a bit. Again, surprisingly to me, because I don't really care about the characters whatsoever. That's kind of been one of the things that Marvel has done really well, I think. I mean, how many people read and were big fans of Guardians of the Galaxy before the movie? I don't know if there was that many. It was a fantastic movie. Ant-Man, I mean, I know who Ant-Man is, and read him in the peripheral of like some Avengers books and things, but I was never a huge Ant-Man fan. I really enjoyed that movie. I thought it was great.
Yeah.
Should we talk about... We didn't really talk about, like, Spider-Man and Ant-Man. What did you think of Spider-Man in the Captain America movie?
He was pretty good.
Yeah.
Commentating while fighting.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Did you get the impression that he was really young? Like,
yes.
He seemed really young, hey?
Mm-hmm.
Which is awesome. I really loved that quite a bit.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think Spider-Man kind of stole the movie for us, didn't he?
Mm-hmm. I'm excited since Marvel won the rights back. They're gonna do a Spider-Man movie.
Yeah.
I'm excited to see that one.
Yeah, I think that'll be great. And I'm assuming it's that actor, right? They wouldn't just have the actor in this one if they didn't have him signed for the movies. Yeah. Yeah, no, I thought and I've heard it from a lot of people that they just nailed Spider-Man, and I completely agree. I thought it was a lot of fun. His attitude was great. His nervous kind of kid energy, it was great. It was so great. And Ant-Man was pretty funny too.
Yes.
We won't spoil the surprises in the movies, but Ant-Man was awesome. Very, very funny, and again, he's really funny as well, so it was nice to have that kind of moments of comic relief.
Yeah.
Robert Downey Jr., Iron Man, and Spider-Man's banter back and forth in the house was pretty funny.
Yeah.
So, I mean, overall, you liked it a lot more than not a lot more, you liked it a little more than I did. I enjoyed it. It's not my favorite Marvel movie so far, but it's up there.
Yeah.
Maybe midway.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Thank you very much, Lah Rasa.
Yeah.
Thank you very much for the comics. Thank you very much for the drawing. I'm going to look right now to see if I can find this other frame and put this sucker in there. That's it.
Thank you, and bye.
Okay, so long.